Hello, good morning and blessings, sisters. Welcome to my final Facebook Live. Turn up my volume here. Let's see, they've changed the whole dashboard here, so I have no idea. Let me see. Okay. So if you're here, we've got one viewer. Okay, I see how this goes. Please let me know if you can hear me and see me. I want to get started in a minute. I'll just wait here and see. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Is today 21. Hey Jennifer, long time girl. I hope you are well. I know you're deep in your own spiritual practices, and I hope you are rising with the blessings of the divine at your back. It's good to have you here. Okay. So, anyone else? Hey, Tammy, welcome, sister. Good to see you. I look forward to our next gathering on Thursday with Mother Spirit as we deepen into our connection. Inga, welcome. Good afternoon to you in Denmark. Glad you're hearing me and seeing me okay. Okay, so all I see is my, there we go. I have to scroll now. They've changed the dashboard. I'm hoping that I don't freeze up as much. But anyway, this is going to be my last live. I've not used any. Usually, I like plug in my special video light, and I have like my mic and everything else. And I have been having so much trouble with doing Facebook lives that I've stopped. All I have is a little red curtain over here, red scarf covering the light, and my little lamp here that's a little bit yellowish in color to try and improve the lighting a bit. But really, I've been having such a hard time with Facebook lives lately that it's really shown me the dissonance that's arose for me in continuing to do this. See, I can hear now my computer starting to do that noise thing. This doesn't happen when I use Zoom. So I don't know what it is, but I think it's just, my energy field saying it's time to move on. So that's what I'm going to be announcing today. Let me just say hello to everyone else who's here. Jan, welcome, sister. Good to have you here. Okay, welcome to those of you who are here. We're going to get started with a few breaths to ground and center. And then I'll be sharing what comes through, in the way that I do. I tune in to get guidance, offer a message, and then make my announcements. And we'll close for today. Hey, Ayala, welcome, sister. Hi, Pat. Good morning. Okay, so we have a small but critical mass. So let's get connected. Go ahead, and if it's safe to do so, you can close your eyes, turning your attention inward. I'm just going to keep my eyes open to make sure that my recording keeps going here. Just take a breath in and notice where in your energy field that breath wants to go to nourish you. And just let the breath go there, expanding into that space. And on the exhale, letting yourself relax and settle in even more deeply. Inhaling to open up spaciousness within the cells of the physical body and the field of the energy body, opening to receive the love light of the divine. Exhaling to deepen into your present moment awareness. Inhaling again to open and receive. Exhaling to relax and settle, to ground yourself in your sits bones, to feel the deepening connection of your eternal soul and your physical vessel, mind, body, vehicle. One more breath in. Exhaling, just feeling the way it's safe to be present in this now moment, together in sisterhood, in the sanctuary of your own energy body, which includes and encapsulates your physical body. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Welcome, sisters. Hi, Amy. Hi, Janine. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So let me just tune in and notice if there's a message of guidance before I tell you something about the new way we're going to be able to connect if you would so choose to do so. Okay. You are blessed beings. We are all blessed beings. We are all eternal divine beings having a temporary experience in form. All that we see outside of ourselves in the world is a product of our own personal and our collective outward projection of the things that we have owned and disowned within our deep subconscious, our souls, what are called samskaras, and our visioning of what we wish, or visioning what we don't wish because we've not been taught how to create correctly. We've had a tremendous amount of miscreation on this planet, and we are the fruits of those labors, conscious and subconscious or unconscious, are coming home to roost at this time. I will speak a little bit in code about that. Most of you have heard me talk about this, just coming at it from a slightly different angle today. There is an acceleration of energies at this time, which, due to the certain 3D reality constructs and effort of foisting a certain agenda upon the people, will now begin to reveal itself as the unlife supporting agenda it really was. If this isn't making sense to you, my apologies. This is why I'm moving to a new platform. It is time for us to prepare ourselves to rise into our sacred feminine leadership as our souls intended. How do I know your soul intended that? Because you're here with me at Return of the Priestess. Each of us has a unique mission based on our soul's evolutionary journey, based on our soul's intent, and based on our life circumstances. That journey will include forgiveness practice and clarifying the mind of the obstructions to love's presence through deep inner shadow work, as well as spiritual practices and practical skill sets and service in some way, shape, or form that is unique to you. My role has been, as it evolves right now for this particular time on the planet, to help a small group of women to rise into the embodiment of their soul's intention to serve during these great transition years. The road ahead in the next 6 months at least, and perhaps several years, is going to be rather wild. And those of us who have deepened into our spiritual work and created community with each other to lift as we rise and support each other will fare better. Those who prepare on the 3D realm, as well as, of course, much more importantly, in the spiritual realm, will have more resources to draw from in order to serve our friends, family, community, whatever it is that we are here to serve. Even if it is literally to hold the field of light for the greater good. There is no going back to the ordinary, to how things used to be. What is to come is much better than that, because the ordinary and how things used to be was toxic, unloving, unlife supporting. And we know that by all of the situations we see on the planet. The environmental trouble, the fact that in order for us to eat healthy, we have to buy something called organic food because poisons are sprayed all over everything, on and on and on. We know the picture, right? So, this is the time when we're going to begin to see, if you think about like the unloving structures of the world, imagine them like a pyramid or like a building of any kind. or even like that game Jenga, that game Jenga with the wood blocks and you build up the tower and then you start trying to pull out blocks and at some point it collapses. Well, that's where we are on the precipice of now. And the organizations and institutions of great power and wealth, including the big social media platforms, are all in on it. And their part of their mandate, we could say, is to keep the people ignorant. And thus, platforms like this become a place of great censorship and great difficulty bringing truth across. So, for that reason, that's one of the major reasons. It's not the only one. I am leaving Facebook. I'll still keep this Return of the Priestess page here, but I won't participate very much in it except during the events every year, the annual Return of the Priestess event. What I have done is my very tiny team and I, Reed, two women and me, primarily me, have set up a private platform which I'm paying for that lets us speak honestly, clearly, truthfully, without censorship. And I want to invite all of you to join me there. I will be doing 2 live streams a month, and I'm asking for a very small investment to help support that. So for the first year, for those of you who come on as the founding mothers, this Return of the Priestess community on a platform called Mighty Networks will be $17 a month, or you save about 28 bucks, and it's 175 for the year. I would love to have you join me for that. I will be rolling that out either this week or next week. And we will begin to do live videos either via Zoom, where I could actually see you and I don't have my machine going, hysterical here and having frozen up and other stuff, or within the Mighty Networks platform itself. I want a way where it's not just me reading your messages, but where we're actually connecting. Now, I may still do YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. Some of you may follow me on YouTube. But really, for the most part, my lives are going to be in there, and we will have a chance to connect authentically, truly, deeply, honestly, without censorship, to support each other during these times, without tiptoeing around the truth of what's going on. And I am going to be I'm deepening into what is the class I want to create. I want to create more juicy benefits for those of you who join me there, because you are investing something. So I'm looking at maybe some kind of course or some kind of special price for those of you in my community when I do roll out other courses. I need more reflection and meditation. The last 2 weeks I've been spending learning the Mighty Networks platform, bringing in my Mother Spirit community. That's my flagship program, kind of getting the lay of the land and having my assistant Michelle learn that platform as well. So it's a work in progress, but I really, really feel it every Sunday now, the dissonance of being here in Facebook land. And so that's why I'm like, let's just get things going, move us over there, and begin to really deepen our connection. And we're in a place where I can add more value and feel more resonance coming onto the platform to connect more frequently with you all. So that's my invitation to you. So pay attention, because I'm going to post it here this week. I'll probably tag those of you who are normally in the Sunday live groups with a link to go ahead and find out more about it. And if you so choose to take advantage of the Founding Mothers offer, again, this is going to be a very low price point for you to really help me pay for the platform and build this platform and create a sanctuary for us during these times and beyond, hopefully. We don't know all what's going to come, but I think it's going to be to excuse my French, I think in some parts of the world, many pockets of the world, it's going to be a shit show. And simultaneously, for those of us who have been finding community, deepening our own spiritual practice, surrendering what does not serve us, elevating our frequency, shifting into 5D, I think we can there's two things. One is that our ride can be smoother, even if those around us are having the really bumps in the road. And two, literally use our energetic frequency to go into the field for our sisters and brothers to smooth the bumps a little bit. And we need each other in these times. We need each other. That's why I've spent the last 15 months every Sunday. I think there was one I missed, and then I did it on a Saturday. No, two. That's why I've been here. I've been here literally to help support and do a give back for those of you who aren't, maybe you can't afford Mother Spirit or the timing isn't right. I get it. That's a high investment course, or, you've done my, courses like Priestess Alchemy, but that's a short-term thing, right? So to have that consistency, to have that sistership to go to lean in and feel the support. Well, I want that to be more real. I don't know what else the word is, because here, yes, we are connected and it's beautiful, but you're not seeing each other's faces. You're not able to, you got to type in what you're feeling. What would it be like to actually be in circle 2 times a month, where we're in circle together? We're literally in circle, where I'm sharing something and then we're sharing in a way that comes closer to Mother Spirit, but without all the course material and the specifics. And probably maybe not everyone would have time to share, but at least we have a place to go to. And also, this platform, Mighty Networks, is a lot like Facebook meets YouTube. So we can share, you can create videos as well. There are many different places where you can share. You can build your own profile like Facebook. You can, just like here where you ask sisters for support, that whole community aspect will be the same. You got to learn a little bit how it navigates a little bit differently, but not that much actually. It looks different, that's all. But also to have these calls, to have these live calls where we're actually together and we can see each other and talk. And they'll be recorded, so you can watch them, on the recordings as well. And I want to do them at 2 different times. So one week it might be still Sunday mornings, and another week it might be an afternoon or an evening. So more sisters can come to the live and bring forward questions, comments, requests for support. We can do prayer and ceremony together. So that, we're really together, not just in the writing on the Facebook. So that's my invitation to you. Keep your eyes peeled for that coming this week. I will be sending it out in an email as well, but I certainly will be sharing it here in the Facebook group. So that's what I have to share with you today. I'm very excited about this. I have been in 2 other Mighty Networks communities, and they are potent communities where there's much more freedom, much more authenticity available now that Facebook has become such a censored big tech platform that is investing in things that are not life supporting and loving. So with that, I want to now check in on your comments and see what's there, and welcome those who came in after the first hellos. Hey, Paula, good morning. Hi, Maureen. Welcome, sister. Welcome, Ella. Catherine, good morning. Good to have you here. Sophia, welcome. Rosemary, happy to have you here as always. So Sophia says, I will no longer be using Facebook. Great, so maybe you'll be interested in coming to our community, Sophia. I certainly hope so. And if you're not on my email list, please do so. So if you get off Facebook before I send the link, you can get that. It's just go to dawndelvecchio.com and sign up. You'll get a bunch of free stuff in the process as well. So she says, I will no longer be using Facebook. You have been my deciding factor. I've been feeling it to detach, and now you're saying this shows I know I need to do. Yeah, a lot of us are leaving. We're like, I'm from the East Coast in Italian, so one of our little hand signals, and I hope it's not impolite, but I didn't learn it as a terribly impoliteness, but we're up to here. We're up to here with the censorship, the lies, the negativity. So Sophia also says we will be getting back into symbiotic relationship with nature and each other. Indeed, indeed, sister. Um, she also says the Sirius Gateway, July 3rd through 7th, is a perfect time to reflect on this. Oh, thank you for that. I didn't know that. Gret says, sounds great. I'm in. Yay! Welcome, welcome. Okay, I'll be sending that link soon. Sophia pledges her support. Yay, welcome. It's a beautiful space already. And I only have about, I don't know, 20-ish sisters in there. They're all the Mother Spirit graduates, so very high vibe women. Paula says, I'm loving a live community concept. Thank you, Dawn. Yes, yes, me too. I mean, as best we can, right, without being in retreat together. And I think it's a lot better, certainly the Zoom type lives than this. Tammy says, beautiful, count me in. I usually don't use Facebook. Yes, Tammy, and you're already in Mother Spirit. I think, did you already register there for the Mighty Networks? I think you're in already. Jan says, I wish you so much success in your new adventure. Thank you so much for your support and generosity. I'm so grateful for our sharing love and light, such a blessing in my life. And you are most welcome, Jan, and I do hope you will join us in the other community. Pat says, I'm in too. Yay. Rosemary, I'm in also. Yay. And Amy will be there. Beautiful. Yeah, it will be so good to see your faces and hear your voices in these gatherings. I'm very excited. And Ayala says, congratulations, new physical house, new spiritual house. I'll be there. Yay! By the way, Ayala, my broom that you sent me, my housewarming gift, my Harry Potter broom is sitting by my altar over there. Ella says, it will be a great space for sure. Yeah, so we'll play it a little bit by ear. Like I want to start with uh, just hour long, 2 times a month, and let's see how it unfolds. You are the founding mothers, those of you who first join. When we get around to Return of the Priestess again next year, or if I do some kind of big thing where I get a bunch of new community members, we may shift some kind of inner circle. We may do longer calls. I don't know. I was hesitating and trying to figure everything out, and then the guidance was just, don't figure everything else out. Just trust your guidance. It's time to make the shift. All will be revealed in time on how to do this. My intention is to continue to support all of you. By your investing a little bit in supporting this, it helps me to pay for it and really puts that energetic exchange now. So I do hope, and of course, my intention is always to provide you with the highest value, and for us again to be with each other during these times, to have this place, this sanctuary to come to as things shift and change and challenges arise. So I'll check the comments once again, and then we'll sign off for now. Tammy's in. Ella, yeah, you are already in there. That's what I thought. Sophia, please write in here to find on where to find on Mighty Networks. I will. Just a little quick backstory. You may remember I had so much trouble, right, in Return of the Priestess this year, the tech troubles. So we have literally migrated my entire list. Actually, Lisa, my tech goddess, is doing that now, over to a new, it's a service provider for those of you who don't know technology. It does all of the email system, all of the web pages, all of the shopping cart back end connections, all of that stuff and more that's not worth explaining right now. So she's setting that up, and then I have to set up the information page, and then she hooks the cart to it. So she hooks the, when you find like the information page and you have to sign in or pay or whatever to then get access, all of that stuff needs to be hooked in this week and written. I need to write it too, and then I will post it here. So what I'll do is I'll go back to this live stream and others for those of you who have commented, and I'll tag you in that post so that you'll get it. And it could be by the end of the week, because as you can imagine, it's a lot of button pushing and parts. So that is coming as soon as possibly available. Because again, once I write the information, Lisa has to then create that page as well, and then hook it to the shopping cart, and hook it to the emails that send you the link to access. So that's our project for the week. Hopefully, we'll get it done by the end of the week. One way or another, though, we'll be doing this very, very soon. Worst case scenario, I invite you to a Zoom live next week for free for one more, just to get off of Facebook, because even I can feel my computer now. It's like working so hard. It's making all this noise. Um, so, yes, so with that, let's see if there's any other comments. Yes, okay. So, again, sisters, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your love in the world, your light in the world. And I know I've said this before, but I just want to say it again. I want to thank you for being part of this community, for showing up every week. It's been such a inspiration and a motivation for me to show up every week, a calling for me to do that. And I look so forward to deepening this connection and strengthening it, and strengthening our own missions by having a better, um, more free, more robust way to connect with each other in the coming times. So with that, I want to wish you a blessed day, a happy week. For those of you in the United States, we are about to roll into the Independence Day, 4th of July, liberation, sovereignty. Let us keep those in mind for all of humanity. And to use this Sirian portal, for those of you who connected with the Sirius, our galactic Sirian sisters and brothers, and that energy that's coming through. I don't know much about it, but may we use this to elevate our own lives, our thoughts, our hearts, and the frequency on planet Earth for all of our sisters and brothers. With that, have a blessed, blessed week. Thank you, as always, for being here. Sending each of you much, much love. Until soon. Bye for now. Mwah.